Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Love Reunion, where we talk about real life, real talk, love, relationships, and real life situations. I am your host, Lovely Cat, and thanks for tuning in on this wonderful Saturday night. All right, you guys. So tonight's topic, we're going to talk about relationships. Does anybody really know the true meaning of relationships, or they just want to have that entitlement of being in a relationship? But do they know how much work it takes to have a healthy relationship? Because it's not just, oh, I'm with you, you my man, I'm your woman, and that's it. No. Relationships has a lot of ups and downs. Relationships had a lot of problems. But the three key things to keep in a relationship is, the first is trust, because you can't be with somebody you can't trust. Second one is, I feel, is loyalty. And the third one is compromising. Those three key things are the foundation of to have at least a healthy relationship. So we're going to go ahead and start with compromising. Okay, you cannot be in a relationship if it's not 50-50. You cannot be in a relationship where you can sit there and tell a person how you feel, or, how the things that you want change and you want done in a relationship, and the person doesn't want to change from the flaws or the bad things that they have, the traits that they have. If you cannot compromise, what they say, agree to disagree, the relationship is failed, because first off, that's another part of communication. If you cannot communicate and settle your differences, you cannot have a successful compromising relationship. So that's one of the key things of a healthy relationship. And the second one is loyalty. You know what? I put it back. It's actually four key things, because the next one I want to talk about is communicating. You should be able to communicate with your significant other without starting an argument. You should be able to vent to your significant other and tell them how you feel without them getting offensive, or, having always disagree with you. Like, you cannot be with somebody if you cannot communicate when it comes to complications as far as arguments and disagreements. You guys should be able to sit down like an adult. One person tell their side of the story, the other person say their side of the story, because it's always two sides of a story. But at the same time, you will have to come to a compromising that either agree or disagree, or both agree and to not do the same thing that happened before. So communication is another key thing is to have a healthy relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. So after I come back, I'm going to talk a little bit more about relationships. So after this commercial break, I will be back with more of the next two steps, the key things of a relationship. Okay, you guys, so thanks for keep tuning in on this wonderful Saturday night with this topic of relationships. Okay, so the next one I have is trust. Okay, now this is one of the real, mainly, I say partially, the most important thing about a relationship. Because if you can't trust the person you with, it's no point of being with that person. If the trust is broken, like say for instance that you're in a relationship, everybody give everybody a clean slate. But once the person does something to break that trust, the person is going to always look at them sideways like, is he telling the truth this time? Or is she telling the truth? Does she really have somebody else? Or he really... The person is going to always be second guessing because of the trust. Without a trust, there's really no relationship. Like, you cannot sleep next to somebody, be around that person that you can't even trust. That is like so uncomfortable. And once the trust is gone, mainly the love is gone, because you cannot be with somebody that you cannot fully trust. Even if the person sit there and apologize, in the back of your mind, you still gonna be like, is he sincere? Is she sincere? Or is this another cover up? So once the trust gone, really the relationship, you can forgive, but you will not forget what that person done. And the last but not least is loyalty. You should be in a relationship where your man or your woman can go out and hang with friends, and you don't have to worry about them doing extra by interacting with other women or men, or getting a phone number, or you should be comfortable with your significant other going out and having fun. Like, for instance, you should not have to be uptight to think about, okay, is this person, my significant other out there, is he flirting with somebody else? Is she flirting with somebody else? Is she trying to get on, or is she trying to talk to somebody else? You both have to be loyal and committed to one another to having a healthy relationship. You can't be in a relationship and be single. Like, you just can't. You can't be in a relationship and act single. That's just impossible. What's the point of being in a relationship if you go act single in a relationship? So loyalty is really another good key thing to have in a relationship. So relationships is a lot of work, because you're not going to always agree with the person you with. It's going to be trials and tribulations. But if it's real love, you will weigh it out. But also, you do not have to be with someone that's toxic. Now, if you can forget a person and they continue to do the same thing despite on the key things of the relationship, the foundation, and they keep doing the opposite, the wrong thing, then it's time to let it go. Ain't that much love in the world to keep getting hurt over the same thing. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in on Love Reunion tonight on this lovely topic. I really liked this topic, so I hope you guys like this show as well. Okay, so I air my shows every Wednesday and Saturday night. Look forward to the next one on Wednesday night. Thank you guys for tuning in to Love Reunion. Have a wonderful night, everybody.